Yes, I am just a worthless chud. Andrew Tate talks a lot about you know, how men should be more successful. Like how he constantly calls people broke and losers. And you know, the thing is that he would be right in my case. He would be right if I didn't have crazy wisdom. If I didn't unlock Yeshe Cholwa, which was this huge mystical state of mind that is basically a hidden path to enlightenment within Buddhism. Everything that he says, yes, you're a loser because you can't help your mom. Yes, you should be able to help your family, take care of your loved ones. And here I am, not able to do any of those things. And he would be right on the pretense, everything that he stands for, he would be right if crazy wisdom didn't exist. Like, not just it didn't exist, that I was able to unlock it, even though, I'm a trailblazer in a sense, and it's kind of hard because I kind of feel like Nietzsche or Edgar Allan Poe kind of way, like my work won't it won't likely be understood in this lifetime. Like, I'm just gonna say I probably won't get the recognition I deserve. I'm just gonna say how it is. What is the recognition that I would say I deserve? It's essentially distilling a philosophical doctrine into an eloquently palatable form that's consumable. I mean, like, if you read Chogyam Trungpa, it's not for the faint of heart. You can't you could read it, but that doesn't mean that you would understand what the guy is saying. And it's like, it really is like he's speaking a different language in that book. There's this thing that keeps coming into my head that is called A Thousand Years by Gabriel Marquez or something like that. He said there's this story about this guy who's, I don't even want to talk about it. Okay, I'll talk about it. He's about to he and his wife plan this book, and he just goes on. Oh no, not plan his book. He spends like years or his months planning this vacation with his wife. And whenever they go out to go do this vacation and actually start driving, in the middle of the driving, it hits him that he needs to go write this book. And in the same way that as he's driving, it says, here's the text that needs to be put onto paper. And from what I've heard, it's not a easy to read book. It's like this, it's just not intelligible, if that makes any sense. Crazy wisdom and the way that Chogyam Trungpa talks about it is unintelligible. I mean, there's crazy wisdom, and there's crazy wisdom and the conversation about him talking about crazy wisdom that made the book. If you were just to read crazy wisdom without me, because I'm that nigga who's giving you the sauce, you would not be able to understand it. Like, because it's missing this context. It's missing this sort of directory. It's only, I find it like, it's not, this isn't like typical Buddhist paths where you go to a sermon, or you go to a sangha, and you learn, the Eightfold Path or something. This is like only real ass niggas who did this shit and finished it. They just like, it's just like a little cue in, like, oh yeah, you did that. Oh yeah, now check back to page 3. It's like only real ass niggas are supposed to be able to understand this. And yeah, I've just been fortunate enough to be one of those real ass niggas, bruh. And it's just unfortunate that a lot of people get crazy wisdom partially. Like, they don't really understand what crazy wisdom is about. And I don't fully understand crazy wisdom about what it's about, but I definitely understand it so much so that I can hold my nuts on it. Like, I can, yeah, like this is mine, yeah. And I can really stand on business with that. And I can confidently say no one else on the internet has this. There is no other authority. And to those people who do have, who think they have authority, it is on false ground. Because if you cannot decipher the text, you do not have the authority. And to those who claim to have the authority, because after the fact that I start saying, oh yeah, this is what the text means, even there's still secrets. Like, just because I'm saying everything doesn't mean I'm saying everything. Essentially, like, unlocking these little chapters, if you will, you get given techniques, okay? Everyone in the Buddhist Dharma, every fucking Taoist, every tradition, just like harps about secrecy, and I think it's to their own detriment. I think it's really killing passion. I think it's really killing drive. I think it's killing motivation, and I think that they did it as a cautionary step to prevent competition. But honestly, I think it's not for the good. I don't think it's for the good. And I'm sure there's other reasons, but I think at this stage, we're just at the point where the Dharma is dying. Like no one is coming to save Buddhism. Like, there is, unfortunately, we're at a standpoint where no one like the culture as a whole is dying. Like, people unfortunately think, and I'm going to stand on 10 toes with this, that there is some other supreme philosophical authority other than Buddhism, and it sucks. Like, it's just so foolproof. It's foolproof in a greater sense. Like, it's just unfortunate that people go for Muslims, they go for Christianity, they go for Judaism, they go for all of these lesser paths. And I really do mean it as a lesser path. Like, I don't mean to take away from, your experiences, your beliefs, but at the end of the day, this is to in some sense, I do mean to take away from it, because it's not the truth. Okay? This is not some woo-shee woo-woo truth, okay? Like Christianity, like Muslims, like Judaism, okay? This is not some wishy-washy shit, okay? This is not half-truths like the Vedas, okay? This is a full truth that you can walk to, and we could point and say, okay, you see that star right there? It's very fucking far. But if we keep walking, we can eventually make it. And it's this sort of tangible path, and it's like this can be met by direct experience that no other path can consistently deliver upon. Like the Buddhist Dharma, or the and what does Buddhism mean? Like the wakeful path. There is nothing unto wake from than the dream itself, which encapsulates everything. And that is why it is the supreme teaching, the supreme Dharma. Because it encapsulates everything. I mean, Buddhism mogs Christianity. Buddhism mogs Hinduism. Buddhism mogs Taoism. To an extent, they on all. And by the way, I'm of the belief that actually all of these paths are basically the same. It's just that Buddhism is the only one that is the most intact path. But don't miss me with Mormonism. I don't really know too much about Jainism, but Buddhism is very specific on all these paths rooted from the same thing, but it's really the only one that maintains the sauce, bruh. Every other thing sucks compared to Buddhism. That doesn't mean that suckiness doesn't have a place up unto a certain point. And dude, I think it's up to real ass niggas to take over, bruh. And I think I play a pivotal. I guess this is a sort of before the fame. This is sort of before the blow up. This is the sort of, I'm calling that shit. I'm saying I got the sauce. I unlocked some super cool shit, and let's see how radical we can go. And cause no one knows about this. No one cares about this. My girlfriend Annika, not really my girlfriend, but it's part of my drama, part of my creation. She's the only person that has ever activated crazy wisdom. And I love her for that. And she doesn't understand how important crazy wisdom is to me. I mean, kind of to harper back onto the secrets thing. The secrets thing. Every single one of these traditions is so crazy about secrets, and they do it to prevent the ego from spreading. And then they don't understand that this secrecy can even be a foothold for the ego itself. And it's such a chokehold that it actually prevents the true slapping of the Dharma to really hit and connect with people. And I've been blessed through crazy wisdom to really understand the sauce on what secrets need to be kept. And the only sauce I've found to keep a secret about is specific techniques. If you want to gain this super godlike ability, okay, well here, we're going to give you the technique. But this is spiritual warfare. Yes, niggas will try and rape you with it. Yes, if you leak it, it will fuck shit up. And you're gaining this authority on the trust that you will not leak it. And so if other niggas in the future start saying that they have crazy wisdom and they don't have the specific, and I'm kind of just trying to set a buffer, because I think that once crazy wisdom blows up, there's going to be a lot of things that I have to deal with, and people that misunderstand what crazy wisdom is. There's going to be a lot of people that think that they know what crazy wisdom is, and I even thought I had crazy wisdom before I had crazy wisdom, and it was only until I activated the state of mind and it pierced through the veil of doubt into absolute certainty, that then it resonated with me what crazy wisdom was. And I made the video. It's the whole short story about Padmasambhava, what is innocence. Innocence is king. How God uses that law for the betterment of reality and power, because innocence can never become corrupted, which is a very specific rule in law, that by the namesake of innocence itself, it then says, this is the king. And so that has absolute reign, that has absolute power within a community, within a power structure. And that is the thing that rules. And that is the thing that will rise within communities. That is the thing that will be all the CEOs will be the most innocent. And yeah, that's kind of the first chapter of Crazy Wisdom. The last chapter, and then I almost unlocked the second chapter. I almost unlocked it. I was right in the how do I say, the unfurling of it, and a neighbor started knocking on my fucking door, or on my door, on my wall, because I was being too loud, and I fucking hated that, and it kind of fucked me up for a little bit, because I was just sad. I never got to experience the positioning to unlock Crazy Wisdom further ever again after that. But I did get to experience a partial transition into enlightenment, which is ultimately what Crazy Wisdom is about. Yes, you have all of these, this is part of the reason why Chogyam Trungpa didn't really talk about Crazy Wisdom, because at the end of the day, it's like, Crazy, he was really big on spiritual materialism, and how spiritual techniques can be used as a foothold for the ego, as like some sort of golden chain to link himself to. And I think that's part of the purpose why fucking it's so dog shit. And I really mean this in the nicest way possible, because he was doing his own thing for his own self, but it doesn't talk about the sauce. It just doesn't talk about what Crazy Wisdom is. It doesn't hit the nail on the head. Only real ass niggas can understand what it means. And Chogyam Trungpa was protecting himself, and this says something about like killing, like the chapter 1 is like this little kid, this child is born from a lotus flower in a lake, and he gets taken up to the kingdom. The king takes the child and then makes him king, and then all the people of the kingdom recognize him as king. And then the second chapter, I think there's this woman or person dancing on a mountain, and they have like two weapons on and they throw a weapon, and it ends up killing a pregnant mother or something like that. And this is, dude, and I'm getting a little bit too excited because I don't really know what it's about, but like I just know that that's like lit superpower shit, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, yeah, dude, I want to taste that sauce so I can fulfill my ego and satiate myself. But I'm not too certain if but the thing is, it's like, the whole ego disillusionment thing, I found it to be pretty gentle, but that doesn't mean that there isn't visceral ways to like kaput, But with Crazy Wisdom, the whole story thing, it's pretty gentle. But there is some visceral parts, I'm pretty sure. I mean, at least the first chapter. Like I said, I don't know. Like I'm saying I know more than all the other niggas talking about it. That's what I'm trying to stand on, okay? Every nigga that has ever talked about Crazy Wisdom that isn't Chogyam Trungpa, and I doubt to a certain extent that he even had Crazy Wisdom, because to the extent at which he talked about it, which was the full recitation of the Dharma. And something tells me that yes, he uncovered crazy wisdom. Yes, he experienced all the chapters, blah blah blah, or he deciphered all the chapters, but that doesn't mean that he experienced all the chapters. And if he did, he probably wouldn't have gotten into any scandalous trouble, because it's part of like the stabilization of innocence, the stabilization of these states. It's like you're really trying to become the peak performance all the time, forever, and for infinity. And that is the ascension. That is the true ultimate. And with innocence, it's like you're never gonna make the wrong move. That doesn't mean that it's possible that it was the right move to like force the girl to like get naked or whatever during like the Buddhist ceremony. Like that doesn't mean it's not impossible, but that just means it's like infinitely, like now we're talking like on like a scale of infinity. Like it's almost like, how absolutely certain was he that was like the best play? I'm not certain. Or at least he might have been pretty certain. He might have, and yeah, that might have been that might just got me canceled or whatever. But I'm just gonna say how it is. I'm gonna lay it how it is. I mean, like she knew what she was getting herself into, right? This isn't. I mean, I doubt that she probably did. I don't know. I honestly don't know enough about this. But yes, saucy ass niggas. Yeah. I don't know yet. If I'm not healed, because I have like this whole chakra thing. If I'm not healed by the time I'm 42, a YN might just like, I don't know, become a gold miner or something, like just like gold pan for gold or something. I don't know, like it's just like that crazy wisdom and this whole enlightenment thing and this whole immortality thing. It's just like, it can't be any closer to my spirit. Like it can't, like here's like the tier of importance. Like the only reason why I'm not, the tier of importance is my life. Second, on to my practice. Because if there's a way that will get me enlightened, and I'm absolutely certain about it, and it involves me dying, I'll take it. However, because it's an infinite path or whatever, and it's like what we're trying to do is, something tells me that is second nature to what that's like second tier, that's like silver to what I'm really trying to go. I'm trying to go for the gold, bruh. I'm trying to become an immortal yogi that is channeling or creates a structure for other niggas to ascend into this community of niggas who are literally just training 24/7 on a mountain, just like raw dogging, like qigong, fucking blasting like ohms for the enlightenment of all sentient beings, and getting so efficient at it that they're basically immortal, because that's what God is here for, believe it or not. And that's what angels like me are here to spread, believe it or not. I mean, it's gonna take a while. I think, there's a chance it might take for me to wait to be 42 years old for my shit to heal. And if my shit, by what I mean is shit, is my energetic channels. I fucked up my energetic channels doing mushrooms and doing some ridiculous, dumbass, motherfucking shit. And it's not about the fucking dosage, okay? This isn't about the dosage. Remember, this is about techniques. This is about discovery, okay? And if you're discovering things, you better be careful, because with discovery becomes exploration. With exploration can come danger. Because this shit is real, motherfucker. Damo Mitchell talks about, if it is 100% safer, it is not gonna work. You need 70% safety, 30% danger for you to really cling onto the chakras and fucking create that friction. I mean, but yeah, it's ridiculous, but it's ridiculously awesome, and that's what I'm here to do. Just be bananas. And yeah, if you're watching this before I'm famous and I blow up and I help ascend everyone, hey, just you're in early and you're about to get a 100x on your investment of your time, so consider yourself lucky. There really needs to be real ass niggas. I fuck with Nick Fuentes. I fuck with Godis. I fuck with Clav. I fuck with essentially they're influencers for a reason. It's because they have swagger. Yeah, dude. I mean, I basically, I don't know how I'm going to, because right now I'm kind of like gridlocked. Like I would be training right now if I could. But since I can't train, I need to find other people and build other people up so that they can help accelerate my healing. And I already did it with one person. But the thing is he just got a child. And so I need to wait a very long time. So I like I said, I'm willing to wait till I'm 42. But I think if I'm just here playing with my dick until I'm 42, I think it's going to be a little bit of time wasted. And so I think my play is to, and this is where I start to tap into my crazy wisdom. Blah, blah, blah. My play is to go with fascist.eth, my girlfriend. Probably by the time this becomes somewhat viral, she's definitely my wife. So I think I'm gonna say FaZe 1 million times, because she's like part of the reason why FaZe Banks had to leave FaZe Clan. So if you don't know that part of the lore, she sent this coin called MLG 6900 or whatever, 42069, 420. And she called this coin out at like 4,000 market cap, and it ended up rallying to like 100 million or 200 million or something like that. And basically she was like super popular in the crypto community. And I think for me to sort of ascend, I think I just need to say FaZe 1 million times and sort of make a call to FaZe Banks to reconsider FaZe as the ending of FaZe, and essentially give another spotlight for real ass niggas to shine. Because he posted this video and I thought it was kind of interesting. I was like, he says, FaZe is over. But he chose such a weird video. He says, FaZe is over. I'm announcing the end of FaZe. It's gone. It's over. I can't do it anymore. But he kind of like, he with the video he attached, he almost showed what was really in his heart. And I think it's kind of beautiful where things are going. But the video says, it's Aiden Ross and one of the Nelk boys, and he goes and they're both talking about how Mr. Banks loves gambling on niggas. He says he loves finding these sort of like untapped gems and just gambling on real ass niggas to sort of rise up and ascend for their popularity, because it's like this sort of like, I fucking knew it, you know? And something tells me that, like, you know, to put that video and say, this is the end of FaZe, but just so you know, there's a deep part of me that loves gambling on niggas who are unknown and making them fucking big like I fucking call them. And something tells me that love is bigger than his desire to close FaZe. And so that is why I am announcing I will be saying FaZe 1 million times, okay? I will be on live stream saying FaZe 1 million times. And this is just sort of like my call out to FaZe, okay? This is my sort of like we'll see. And you know, I'm kind of just gambling, bro. I'm kind of, you know, I high rolled getting with fascists. And I didn't just high rolled, you know, I kind of followed my heart. You know, I spent time with the PP community. She activated crazy wisdom. I said, you know what, I'm gonna fucking stay at a homeless shelter to try and meet this woman, because she said that she would want to meet up with me, and then she, you know, she flaked and whatnot. And I said, no, you know, I have a lot of free time, you know, and this is something I've been pouring my heart and soul into. And so I'm gonna be homeless despite every nigga. And I'd be cheating myself if I didn't give it my all. You know, everyone who doubted me, everyone who believed in me, which was like, I don't even know, like maybe one person. I mean, I believed in myself. But yeah, dude, it did get kind of to the point where I was just like in a baseball park, just like live with a group chat of all of them, and yeah, just waiting in her hometown. And then finally, you know, I was about to leave, and she fucking pulls up. I say, God. I said, I get drunk, and I say, God, my flight back is tomorrow, or my train back. And I get drunk, and I pray, and I go, I keep praying, and I just ask God for a sign or for a message, and then God said 2 more days, okay? And I said, okay, fine, I'm gonna cancel my fucking train ride home. Okay, I'm gonna cancel my train ride home, and I'm gonna wait 2 days. And then the next day, after being there for 3 or 4 days at the homeless shelter, she finally pulls up. The rest is history. That bitch is pregnant with my kid by now, at least. I mean, by the time this starts being relevant, she's definitely, I mean, our daughter or child might be too. I'm not joking. Like, it's definitely gonna happen. Just putting that out there. Real ass nigga, Wang half. Who calling that shit? Who calling that shit? Who? Is it Stacy? No. It's Sergio, nigga. He calling on himself. He high rolling himself, nigga. He pulling it all on 31 Black. Boom! And I don't know. I think I have the power of God and anime on my side. And Annika said if I keep this Tamagotchi alive for a year, I can have sex with her and break her celibacy. Ooh. She's been celibate for like 7 years now. It's time for me to sweep up that dusty old pussy, get up in there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, gotta do the old claw and drag. I don't know, the old claw and scrape. All right, anything else? Be yourself, be truthful, and know when to be truthful, and honor, love, faith, create, explore, conquer, love. Truth? I don't know. I think I kind of said everything I wanted here. If you're still watching this, you're probably one of the people that I want to reach out to, or that I would like to connect to, because it really only, it's like there's only there's sort of this beacon I'm trying to attract. It's sort of like, and I'm trying to filter all the, yeah, right there, and all the niggas who still stayed, you know, just like, I want to kind of mesh and just like, solidify myself with only real ass niggas. So if you're a real ass nigga, make yourself known. Anyways, peace, niggas. And shit gets hard, but you gotta learn when to roll with the punches. And I don't know, I was feeling pretty depressed today, like a total fucking chud. I mean, I started this video like a fucking chud, but yeah, dude, we gotta keep going. And yeah. All right, I don't know, maybe on the 7th I get unbanned from Kick because I was nude. I accidentally showed my wee-wee in because I forgot I was streaming to a whole crowd of 0 people. And somehow the AI bot fucking caught me, and yeah, I gotta go do that whole thing. And on the 7th or 8th, I shall be saying FaZe 1,000,000 times, and then I'll be doing like a video to FaZe Banks on my Twitter or something. So this is gonna be a message to FaZe. By the way, hit me up. I'm kind of bi or something like that, because I kind of need that, like, I kind of need that, I kind of need that, yeah, this is good. All right, peace.